Okay, we're back on our 4.2 accuracy lesson. We're doing part 9.
Yeah.
So now that we're in step 4, you can just see these stories are getting really long. So it's really important that you're playing that movie in your mind and really seeing what's happening so that you can remember all the information, because they're so much longer than when we started, right? And they were just one paragraph or 2 paragraphs. The one you're going to read today is very long, okay? It's called The Limestone Cafe, and some words that you might need to know are explore. Explore means to look around. What's the word?
Explore.
What does it mean? Explore.
Explore.
It means to
look around.
Yep. The next word you might need to know is damp. What's the word?
Damp.
Damp is when something's wet, right? Like if you take your clothes out of a dryer and they're not done, they're still damp. They're still wet. They're not soaking wet. They're just a little bit wet. They're damp. And then the next word you might need to know is lifelike. What's the word?
Lifelike.
Lifelike is something that's alive or that seems alive. Lifelike. Okay? So, read the sight words at the top.
Ask, day, see, flashlight, I, would, so, go, said, they, he.
Now read it on your own, playing the movie in your mind.
Thank you for persevering. I think you're accomplish your plans. You're doing an excellent job persevering. Is Nino here today, Akowski? Okay. Why do you give us your iPhone?
Done.
Okay? Tell me what the Limestone Cafe or cave was about. Limestone Cave.
Okay. The limestone cave was about that Steve, Gabe, and Bev were planning to go to the limestone cave.
Okay?
And then they the next day they went in they went inside the cave, and Steve had the felt something lifelike. um Steve said, shine your light here. What is it? And it was a bat. A bat? That's a bat? Ooh, let's go. Bev, Steve, and Bev. Wait, did I already say Bev? I mean Gabe. Um, left the cave. They ran into a river and fell on the grass. We are not brave, Steve said. I dislike a cave with bats.
Okay, pretty good. Especially the second half of the story. We remembered all the important details. It's hard when the story gets longer to remember what happened at the beginning, which is why we have to play that movie in our mind. So let me do the first part and show you my movie in my mind, okay? The Limestone Cave. Steve and Bev ran to get Gabe to explore a cave. So I can see two friends going to get their third friend because they're like, oh man, we're going to explore this cave. And they're so excited. Gabe felt that it would be fun to explore the limestone cave. So I know that their friend is excited too. They're running to him and they're excited and he's there and he's excited. I can really see the friends and I can see their excitement. Maybe they're jumping up and down and they're just like, ooh, I can't wait. It says Bev, Steve, and Gabe made plans in the basement of Bev's home. So they're in someone's house and they're talking about their plan. I can see them in the basement, in the floor of their house. Maybe they're on the couch, maybe they have some popcorn, but they're planning their cave trip. As they're planning it, I keep going. Is the cave safe? Asked Steve. I can see Steve looking really worried, like, I don't know, should we go? Is it safe? I think it is. I hope it is, said Gabe. Gabe doesn't seem as worried, right? He looks really positive in his face. Let's take rope just in case, said Bev. So Bev is like, oh, but I've got a plan to help us make it safer. We'll bring some rope. So I can really see them making their plan. Then it says the next day they went to the cave. So I can see them going up to this cave, this entrance. It's dark. I can really see that cave. Inside the limestone cave, the rocks were damp. So there's all these rocks, and when they touch them, they're wet. I can see them touching the rocks and being like, ooh, it's wet, it's cold. The sun did not shine in the cave. It's very dark. I can see it. It's dark. Gabe had a flashlight. I can see him pull it out, turn it on. I can see that bright flashlight light. I can see him looking around in the dark cave. Okay? So I want you to do it again. Read it to yourself. Play that movie in your mind so that we remember every detail, especially at the beginning of the story. Because after we've read all the way to the end, it's easy to forget. Okay, so let's try again.
Done.
Okay, tell me about the story.
That Steve and Bev went to get Gabe to explore a cave. Gabe preferred the limestone cave. They 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 were making plans in the basement in Bev's house. Is it safe? Asked Steve. I think it is. I hope it is safe. Said Gabe. Let's bring a rope just in case, said Bev. The next day, the next day, Gabe, Steve, and Bev were were in the cave. The sun did not shine in the cave. Gabe had a flashlight. Steve's hand were touching the side of the cave until he touched something light. Um, shine your light here, said Steve. What is it? Let me see. Um, and it's a, I think it's a bat, said Steve. A bat? That's a bat. Let's go. They they went out of the cave fast. They ran into a lake and fell on the grass. We are not brave, said Steve. I dislike a cave with bats.
Yeah, much better than the last one. Okay, now you're gonna read it out loud. Use your finger to scoop and read.
Oh boy.
You can do it.
Okay. Steve and Beth ran to get Gabe to explore a cave. Gabe felt Gabe felt that it would be fun to explore the limestone cave. Beth, Steve, and Gabe made plans in the basement of Beth's house. Is the cave safe? Asked Steve. I think it is. I hope it is, said Gabe. Let's take a rope just in case, said Beth. The next day, they went they went to the cave. Inside the limestone cave.
Go back.
Limestone cave. What? Limestone cave. The rocks were damp. The sun did not shine in the cave. Gabe had a flashlight. I am brave, said Beth. Let's go in. Steve had his hand on the side of the cave. His hand felt something lifelike. Shine the flashlight here, he said. What is it? Asked Beth. Let me see. I think it's a bat, said Steve. A bat? That's a bat? Let's go. Gabe, Beth, and Steve left the cave fast. They ran into the lake and fell on the grass. We were not so brave, said Steve. I dislike a cave with bats.
Very nice. Take a break.